Hi, this is Mike for Music Tribe, and I'm here today proudly present our version of the Arp Odyssey. As you probably know, Uli promised this one 5 years ago, and it was a long time in the making, but here it finally is in the flesh and blood, a working pre-production model, so feature complete. So yeah, and I just will give you a little rundown. You probably know the vintage Arp Odyssey was available in 3 versions. There was a white face versions and the black one, and we have black and an orange one. But the good news is we chose to include all 3 filter versions of all revisions. So you have like the 2-pole versions, you have the 2 4-pole filters, also including the Moog filter cascade clone that is called the Lawsuit version. So further on, if we stay at the filter, we have a high pass filter and also a drive circuit then can we engage. So the Odyssey has 2 envelopes, a more simple AR envelope and an ADSR envelope. You can basically, for all the different functions, switch which envelope or which function is controlled by which envelopes. For example, so if we want to use like the more complex ADSR envelope for our filter modulation, so we can just switch the AR to the envelope to the AR mode, so we keep this free for other duties. So, and then I just start, well, very classical, so we get idea how the filter starts. I start with a 2-pole version of the filter, rather up, resonance low, and I control it via the envelope. So you can get idea also how fast and how snappy the envelopes are. Yeah, very beefy low end, and right now we are listening only to one oscillator. So, but we stayed more first with a more simple patch up, and let's listen to the 4-pole filter, which has quite a different characteristic. So now we're gonna hear the last version is the 4-pole filter of the 4075, and this one sounds like this. First we hear it without resonance. Now we add a bit of resonance, so at the middle value. Some nice peaky resonant tone. But we of course can also make it via our sample on hold. And one thing that is special with the Arp Odyssey, that its sample and hold circuit also has a lag parameter, which is like a glide function between the random steps. And this, I think, is a very unique and nice feature that should be standard on all other synths. So, but let's do some more. Another kind of sounds that the Arp Odyssey is very famous for are its sync sounds. So you can sync the oscillators to each other, and you have various ways of controlling this. So I engaged it. We stay on oscillator 2 this time. So I back down the filter modulation a bit, and instead we will use the sample and hold instead to modulate the frequency of oscillator 2. So let's switch to the 2-pole filter again with a bit of modulation. So I'm back off also with the drive a bit. course, pulse width modulation that can be also modulated either by LFO, by the envelope, or by the sample and hold circuit. So, yeah, and then we have a look at the little sequencer, which also has been added compared to original version, but of course for a synth that has very fast envelopes like the Arp Odyssey, it's a nice addition. So, and we can get up to 64 steps with that one. Yeah, that's in a nutshell, so a short introduction to the Arp Odyssey. So it's a very capable synth, not just a bass or lead machine. So, well, one thing we haven't heard, it also of course has a very nice noise generator. If I can get this to work here. So it's also nice for kind of reso percussions. You can also switch between white and pink noise, so you have different characteristics available. Oh, it is a bit maybe too. And envelopes you can hear, very snappy. Yeah, so noise, sample and hold, 2 voices, duophonic synthesizer, beefy oscillator, 3 different lovely filters, sequencer, multi-effects. That's the Arp Odyssey.